Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You've probably heard that verse. You've probably been told that verse. You've probably seen it on paintings, prints, artworks, wall art, everywhere. Plenty of people have them on little cards of encouragement. I don't know how they decide who gets what verse, but I have several associated with my name, James. I go by Jim. My friends call me Cheetah. But James, says something like successor in quotes on the top. And then it'll be a Bible verse. In this case, for me, it's often been this chapter and verse, Isaiah 40:31. They who wait for the Lord, or wait on the Lord, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So, I don't know. Maybe this was lost on me, right, for the longest time, because just exposure. We just see it. And let's go back a little bit. This whole chapter is kind of putting humans and our lives in perspective with the Lord. Let's just go back to Isaiah 40, verse 28 through 31. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary, and young men shall fall exhausted. But they who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay, great. Verse still applies. Up above, we've got how unlimitedly awesome the Lord is and how he created everything, which I feel like I could go on a whole nother rant about how we're coalescing to at least the truth with simulation theory and a lot of these people trying to bring an atheistic understanding of what has been taught for a long time. Anyway, so we got Lord with infinite power, everlasting God, unsearchable, gives power and strength to whoever he wants. And then you've got humans, even the good ones, even the youth and the young men, think our prime athletes, they get tired. And I guess it was lost on me, right? So for the longest time, it was those who wait on the Lord. It's like, if you know the play, Waiting for Godot, where they're just waiting, it's two gentlemen waiting on God who never shows up, which is supposed to be, an allegory to a truth they're trying to share, but there is no God, at least in this worldview. So, waiting on Godot, I'm just looking at our watch. I realize I got no watch. What you gonna do? Should be wearing mine. Teaching the kid to wear mine is part of his everyday carry. But it's not wait like that. It's not wait like looking at your watch and tapping your foot and waiting. I don't know when this struck me. I don't know if I feel like I heard a sermon on it and it was like, oh, because I listen in my car a lot. I like to listen to sermons. A lot of people listen to podcasts and stuff. I like listening to sermons too. And a lot of the greats, grew up just listening to that. But it's not wait like wait. And I actually, truth be told, I feel like the sermon that I heard came after the realization of traveling to see my parents, standing in their bathroom, looking at the beautiful landscape eagle painting with that verse on it, Isaiah 40:31, and just staring at it. And I mean, it's been a rough year, y'all. It has been a rough year. But I realized it's not wait with a watch. It's wait with a towel. You know what I mean? I'm looking. I don't have a towel in my car right now. You should always know where your towel is. But it's like wait, like a towel, like a servant. You're waiting on the Lord. You're not waiting for him to show up. You are waiting on him. You were supposed to be out there doing his work, trying your hardest to do what you're supposed to do based on the basic instructions before leaving Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the book. Do your best, try your hardest, pray your prayers. May the Lord reveal himself to you. But that's where it wasn't even like, you know, the animations of like, boom, like a light bulb. No, it was like, my dad always called it a brain duster. You know, sneak up behind your kid, catch him doing something, you slap him upside the back of the head. Not enough to hurt him, but it scares the dickens out of them because they didn't know you were even watching them. And it was like, whap! Oh, that's what that freaking verse means. So, maybe I'm wrong, but that's my personal revelation on this. So then, since then, that was, I don't know, midsummer, right? Spring, midsummer last year. I'm trying to get right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be more disciplined in my prayer life, be more open. I was going through some things, and at the same time, like, the Bible says our spirit groans for us. And that's what I felt like on Tina on Bob's Burgers. Just, like, I don't even know what to say. I'm driving around in my car, trying to pray, not finding words, not even knowing what to say, and still feeling like I'm in prayer. So it's like the Spirit is saying the things you can't, you know, communicating things that you maybe can't quite put to words yet, and revealing things to you that you need to work on. And you know what happens? You pray harder. There's a joke, right? You ask for patience, and you get an opportunity to be patient. You ask for strength, you get hard times to be strong in. You ask for wisdom, you become perplexed by life, you know, and you have to seek understanding and do your best. And all of that is what happened. Lost both my corgis, had a car stolen from me while I was making a delivery. That got totaled. Had to buy a car at a loss. That just got totaled. I'm all jacked up. Lost my father-in-law at the start of the year. I don't know. I'm sure there's more. The point is, when you say your prayers, you're maybe asking for the wrong thing. You know, it's like easy to ask for your need, but I challenge you to reverse it. You know, Jesus tells us, like, basically, he knows what we need. If the Lord cares for sparrows, how much more is our life worth? You know, if they don't go hungry, will we? So, I really tried to stop praying rote prayers. I hate the dinner prayers. You know what I mean? Like, oh, God is great, God is good, let him play. You want to listen to that? That's not what the Lord wants to listen to either. Whatever. Far be it from me to speak it from the Lord. I'm just saying, if you showed up to talk to your friend every day and he said the same thing and was like, peace out, what is that relationship like? So be genuine. And I'm trying to focus on not asking for what I need. The Lord knows what I need. I will be explicit, you know, and like in the car situation, but it's not like, oh, Jesus, I need a car. It's, Lord, I'm doing the work. I'm looking. Please show me the right way. I'm just constantly trying to look for my feet, right? A lamp into my feet, a light to my path. Just enough to get me to the next step, and not fall in a ditch or break my ankle. You know what I mean? Just one step at a time, and that's all we can ask for. And I think a lot of times we go and pray, and it's like the long term, or the 30,000 foot view, or the shopping list kind of prayer. And it's like, I don't think that's the way, you know, my personal experience. But also praying, let's say correctly, praying as we should, it's hard, man. You know, Jesus taught us in the Lord's Prayer how we should pray. And, you know, we got to forgive people, whether they ask for it, deserve it, or not. We got to do it. That's, you know, people want to talk about shadow work and stuff. This is hard. You know, being a Christian is not just peaches and cream and ignoring the world for what it is. You know, you're engaged. You should be engaged with yourself, the world, the community. And but I just wanted to share that and just say, like, these verses are true, but you need to understand the word sometimes, and you need to understand perspective. Those who serve But they who serve the Lord shall renew their strength and mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not weary, and they shall walk and not faint. You know why? Because just like Paul talks about in the New Testament, it's not a demonstration of your power anymore. It's clear you can't do the things under your own power. You can't get the things done that you're doing. And it makes people wonder, like, what is going on with that person? Why are they different? How are they different? Maybe I want to be like that. Let's go talk to them about how they're different. So, probably longest video yet, just going off on several tangents and rants. But I just wanted to share this perspective, and I hope it blesses somebody. I hope it blesses you if you're seeing this. And, if I'm wrong, get in my comments and tell me I'm wrong. I keep joking. Questions, comments, snide remarks. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me this was historical context for the Jews and it's not valid for whatever. I would rather know that somebody is engaging with my debating with myself that I'm putting up as content and that it helps you. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just for me to talk to a camera instead of, just being in my own head. So, with that, wait on the Lord. When you say your prayers, be grateful for everything you got. You know what I mean? Like, you may not have what you think you need, but you got what you got. I don't know how else to put that, and to answer another way on why daily readings of Proverbs instead of some other book per se. Well, I did a lot of reading through Job, and it's a lot of the same perspective. It's like, who makes the seeing and the blind? Who makes the lame and the walking? Oh, the Lord does, because he's sovereign and he doesn't answer to humans. And a whole lot of life is not fair. But I thought Proverbs, on top of me doing it as my daily discipline, because it does fit in with a nice daily routine for the month, and I'm raising 3 boys, and I'm trying to get insight on my own, I thought, let's listen to what the wisest man and the things attributed to the wisest man that's been, and hopefully it'll rub off on us, because reading Job, while I'm willing to do it, if somebody wants to watch it, is a lot of, it's a little bit downer, you know what I mean? You've got this guy losing his house, his kids, his flock, his health, we can read it. Another one would be Romans. I think it was David Jeremiah talking about daily study, to write a chapter of Romans a day, to commit it to your memory that way, which is another thing I was thinking about. But I'll be honest, because I drive so much, writing like that, I'm trying to get better with my discipline. I'm trying to get better with my schedule. This is providing